Welcome back to Active Chiropractic, guys, and today I'm going to show you some stretches to improve poor posture and relieve you from lower back pain. So a lot of times these muscles do tighten up if you do a lot of lifting or do have poor posture, so these stretches are definitely for you. This is one of the safest stretches you can do, and I highly recommend you do this one first, as this stretch relies heavily on just breathing and gravity. First of all, I like you to have a towel rolled up so you can support your back with it. It makes things a lot more comfortable. Place the towel behind you and sit closely to the wall as possible, having your side touching the wall. Now you can lie down onto the towel with the towel supporting your lower back and crawl up the wall with your legs so that your legs are up the wall. Try to have your legs nice and straight and close to the wall as possible. The towel should be supporting your lower back and not on your tailbone. Now take deep and long breaths so it opens up the pressure in the lower back. I recommend doing 8 long breaths and doing that 4 to 5 times. Now if you find the position by having your legs straight up the wall is too much, just have your legs down like this and hold this position instead and do 8 long breaths 4 to 5 times. And if you feel like you're ready, you can go back into the advanced position again and have your legs straight up the wall. Another great stretch for your lower back and decompress the lumbar spine is to pull both knees towards your chest and hold this position for about 20 to 40 seconds and do it 4 to 5 times. Now if you're pregnant or you can't physically bring your knees towards your chest, open up your legs and pull your legs up towards yourself. In this position, gravity will help you in your stretch and pull your legs down and stretch out your inner thighs as well. Hold this position for about 20 to 40 seconds and do it 4 to 5 times. If you feel confident enough, I highly recommend you try doing spinal rocks. This is a great way to have dynamic stretching in your lower back, and I highly recommend everyone to do this. I do it myself as a warm-up exercise to prevent lower back injury. All you need to do is pull your knees up towards your chest and rock up and down. Doing the spinal rocks decompresses the lumbar spine and encourages fluid exchange into the discs in between the vertebrae in the lumbar spine. Do about 20 to 30 rocks, 3 to 4 sets. The piriformis is one of the most problematic muscles in the body. The sciatic nerve runs through here. So if the muscle is tight, it can squeeze on this nerve and cause a lot of pain. Sometimes it can even mimic sciatic symptoms and run down the thigh or leg. Now to do this stretch, just pull the leg that you intend to stretch and put it on the supporting knee. Now with 2 hands, grab the supporting thigh underneath and pull it towards yourself. This is stretching the lower back and also the glutes as well. Hold this stretch for about 20 seconds to 40 seconds and do it 4 to 5 times. And repeat on both sides. This will be decompressing a lot of pressure in the lower back and alleviating a lot of pressure in the lumbar spine where the nerves are. Please try the other stretches first before you're doing this stretch. This is one of the most popular stretches and commonly used in yoga. It stretches a lot of the glutes, the piriformis, and a little bit on the lower back as well. Place the leg that you are stretching in front of you and slightly in front of the supporting leg. Now collapse down on the stretching leg, having the knee that you are stretching pointing away from your body. Try to bring your opposite shoulder towards the stretching knee. Hold this for 20 to 40 seconds and do it 4 to 5 times. And remember to do it on both sides. The glute stretch. This is the knee to chest stretch. This is one of the most simple stretches that you can do. It will stretch your glutes and decompress your lower back as well. This is one of the first stretches I recommend to do, as it's one of the safest. Lie on the floor and pull your knee towards your chest. Hold this position for 20 to 40 seconds and do it 4 to 5 times. If you like to stretch your glutes or piriformis a little bit more, just pull that stretching leg to the opposite shoulder and hold that position and repeat the process. It's really good to start stretching on your back first, as this is your natural resting position, and gravity will do most of the stretching for you as long as you just breathe through it. If you were to do most of your stretches standing up, a lot of the times there is muscles that are firing and squeezing and spasming because you are not really resting in this position, as standing still takes a lot of energy and concentration to be upright and not fall over. This is one of the most effective and safest lower back stretches that you can do. It is often used in yoga as a recovery relaxed stretch. Go onto your knees and reach as far as you can and then lean back. This will stretch your lower back and even your shoulder muscles as well, which will even help improve your posture. And most importantly, decompress your lower back. You can use deep breathing techniques to hold this stretch. All you need to do is about 8 long breaths and do it 4 to 5 times. Or you can hold the stretch for 20 to 40 seconds and do it 4 to 5 times. The cobra pose is when you lie on the floor and push up but you have your hips on the floor. This will extend your back, creating a curve in your lower back. This curve in the lower back is very important to support the lower back and your body weight. If you lose this curve in your lower back, which is called the lumbar lordosis, you'll be at risk of injury and you'll be having a lot of pain in your lower back as well. So it's important to slowly gain this curve back by doing this exercise. I highly recommend you do this exercise when you're out of pain and you're on your road to recovery. Remember, when you hold this position, make sure your shoulders are back and your chest is up. This will promote good posture, which is very important. Remember to hold this position for 20 to 40 seconds and do it 4 to 5 times. If you find this stretch is too painful for you, what you can do is lean on your elbows instead of your hands. This will decrease the pressure on your lower back and decrease the curve in your lower back. And gradually, when you're ready, you can go up on your hands again. The quadratus lumborum stretch. The quadratus lumborum, also known as the QL muscle, is a common muscle that is used for lifting and twisting, and it can cause a lot of pain if you've strained it or injured it. So it's very important that you know how to stretch this lower back muscle and reduce the pain that can be referring to your back or into your leg. Now, to stretch this muscle, it's important to have the same side shoulder that you're trying to stretch on the ground or close to the ground as possible. And now with your free arm, grab the stretching leg and hold it, pulling it over to your body. This will stretch the glutes and the lower back, and maybe a little bit of the piriformis as well. Now if you want to increase the stretch, just pull the leg towards your chest and extend the leg out. This will create more weight into the muscle and stretch out the QL muscle. Hold this stretch for 20 to 40 seconds and do it 4 to 5 times. Now, stretching the psoas is one of the most important muscles that is overlooked, and it can cause a lot of low back pain. This muscle is directly related to having distal cross syndrome, which is a syndrome that causes lower back pain and poor posture. To stretch this muscle, go into a lunge position and squeeze your bum muscle on the side that you're trying to stretch. This will push your hips forward. It's very important that you feel the stretch in the front of your hip and not your lower back. If you do feel pain in your lower back, that means you're leaning back too much and you're not squeezing your glutes and pushing your hips forward instead. Hold this stretch for about 20 to 40 seconds and do it 4 to 5 times on both sides. When you're doing this stretch, make sure you have good posture, pull your shoulders back and your chest up nice and high. The hamstring is one of the biggest contributors of distal cross syndrome, a syndrome that causes low back pain. When the hamstring is tight, it causes the hip bones to rotate back, changing the curve in the lower back, which is very important to support the lower back and reduce pressure on the lower back. To do this stretch, sit on the floor and have one of your legs straight out and the other leg bent, and bend forward as far as you can. If your knee bends as you're leaning forward, just back off a little bit and only hold it at the point of stretch. If you're having trouble stretching on the floor, what you can do is put your leg on a bench, a chair, or like me, on a box. Try to keep your knee nice and straight and lean forward, and hold this position for about 20 to 40 seconds and do it 4 to 5 times. And remember to do it both sides. Once again guys, thanks for watching. Now if you do like this video and you found this video helpful, check out my sciatica no flossing video or my sciatica stretches video. Those videos will definitely help you. Remember, support my channel, hit subscribe, hit like, comment below if you have any questions, and I'll see you guys in the next one.